We're finally ready for our final series of the night. A Go versus FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan, they were looking pretty damn good earlier on. Can they keep it going and secure 12 points for the night? Only time will tell as we're live from the Intel Esports Arena. Ben, what are you thinking about this one?
Well, based off what we've just seen, or at least what I've seen from the results tonight, so FaZe, we just watched them 2-0 Windigo. AGO, on the other hand, just lost 2-0 to Heroic. So in terms of recent form,
yeah,
it's looking good for FaZe. AGO, on the other hand, it's looking bad.
If it was represented by charts as a graph, FaZe would be here, and they would be here.
And that is actually rock bottom.
Yeah, they've hit rock bottom, Ben.
It's not good, it's not good. Especially when they are playing one of the maps that they did play against Heroic tonight as well. Although that will be map 2. Map 1 is Inferno, which everybody likes to say it's a bit of an upset map.
It is.
And in current standings, we'd probably say that FaZe probably going to win this game, which means AGO, they've got it all to prove.
Yeah, and it might be an upset, rather upsetting for a Go if they were to be anywhere manhandled like we saw from Windigo, because that was a 15-round half that FaZe were able to pick up. And can they do it again? Time will tell, but we're in, and we are ready to kick this one off, Ben.
Yeah, so FaZe starting on the CT side this time. They technically did drop 5 rounds to Windigo on that CT side. They did only need the 1. The question is that the shaky side? It's going to be conflict at Banana. Straight off the bat though, Grubby, he was one of the top players for AGO when we watched them on day 1.
Yeah. He's been able to secure the early picks as they make their move now and try and continue on. Rain will get the headshot flick up to Grubby and leave him lifeless. Rain still furthers it.
Rain!
Rain! The 4K?
I imagine those shots were nuts.
They probably were. Wow,
so very strong pistol round. Saved by Rain, really, if you think about the situation we were looking at that bomb site, Guardian fallen as well. It was looking like a 3 or 4v1 on that site. Carrigan couldn't really help him, but Rain gets his USB out, headshots 4 enemies, and that is the pistol run going to FaZe. So they've done very well there. And it's not a good start for the AGO, not the start they would have wanted after losing the last 2 maps they just played. That needs banging.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought it'd do a lot more.
Yeah, it looked like it would have done. Seemed like it could have been a popper, but doesn't do that much damage. They go, though, already off to a bit of a slow start, and they need a bit of an oomph. Losing that series 2-0 versus their opponents in Heroic is not going to be a great start, as that's going to get to you mentally. They definitely need to try and reset themselves. For FaZe Clan, it's just smooth sailing. They're on autopilot right now, Ben.
It's looking good for them, but the real test is going to come very, very soon. So there's 1 smoke available in the apartments here. I imagine that'll be, actually it's going to be the smoke that lands on the hay bale, whereas his teammates will be putting the ones to cover pit. But lucky for FaZe, they're not playing anybody in pit anyway. It's going to be a full battle from the actual site.
There they go as they set themselves up ready to burst out. Nico on the site with the MP5 should have a field day of massacring his opponents, but his teammates will do the damage for him. He eventually peeks out and gets first contact against Taul, finds the headshot. PHR just left on 19 HP, who's now dead as his body hits the ground, and Grubby's the last one to fall down. Rain tries to test his luck as he does peer round. Grubby just hiding in the smoke for the meantime, but it is just a matter of time. Rain will find him, and that is the 2nd round picked up for FaZe Clan.
So Rain starting off this map really strong there, 6 kills on the board already. The last time they played Inferno, which was earlier on, Olaf was a strong performer in that one. And Rain, he was getting kills when needed. He had that lurk crawl towards apartments on that T side. But this time on the CT side, already 6 kills on the board.
Do you know what Go did wrong there?
What did they do?
They should have used the nursery rhyme. Rain, go away. Come again another day. That's how you keep him back, mate.
That's what everybody did so far in 2018.
Yeah.
I see.
Furlan. Seeing if he can try and pop up, but they know.
Ooh, only doing 69. I thought I'd do a lot more. I thought I'd hit him for that, initial onset, potentially like 100 damage.
Right in the head.
Yeah. And we all know headshots with grenades do an extra 5.
Exactly.
I'm interested to see what the damage difference is like, though. Sometimes the grenades, when they hit you, do like 4 damage.
It's weird.
When you have no armor, it does more. But they can hit you multiple times, though.
Yeah.
So I imagine... I've heard that Kevlar helmet changes it. But I would be interested to know if there is a difference, like in where you hit them with it as well. Something for the practice, I suppose.
Not
very useful information, though, I suppose.
No, yeah, it's, but you know,
you're on 4
you can't
HP.
really...
Watch out, he can hit you with a grenade.
Yeah.
Like,
Stay safe
okay.
there.
You're gonna have to dodge, duck, dip, dab, and dash.
Exactly. But a go, they're going to be dodging a chance at losing another round into this one, or is FaZe Clan going to be hitting them?
With a wrench.
Right in the head.
But first by, as you mentioned, the 2 MP5s actually got kept by FaZe. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Yeah, you know, bonus round. You normally see it on the T side that teams do that, but this time FaZe do it on the CT side. So 2 MP5s, an M4, FAMAS, or Guardian being trusted with that lone banana position. He's been dinked through that wall. He's going to have to fall back, and he misses his smoke as well. AGO quite cautious though.
Still a little bit scared about pushing through it. They don't really fancy it. And this does give enough time for Meister to rotate over to assist his teammate in Guardian there. And it could be a play towards the A site. If they do, they are going to be facing off against Karrigan, Nico, and Rain. And Rain's already had a good start to the game. He's going to be looking to hit them with an absolute tsunami, though, and wash them all away if they do push in, Ben. As here they go, trying to gain that map control as they slip around. Karrigan falls back towards the bomb site. This has left them susceptible to go through Arch, but the damage done by the nade is huge from Rain. His ADR must be through the roof right now. Drops the smoke as well instantly. No damage done, not even a single tick for the Molotov, and he is still finding kills. Luckily, PHR hits the headshot and starts to slow down the pace of the round. Nico thought there was a player in the smoke, but PHR from Graveyard gets the kill. And it is a 2 versus 4 into the round. A go should be picking up the first rifle round here.
Yeah, they can see the save call there. Guardian running straight away. Knows he has the AWP. $23.50 in the bank and 22 HP. Not really worth it. But when you consider FaZe, they did keep 2 SMGs in there. So ultimately, losing this round, I wouldn't say it was because of the SMGs, but I imagine Nico played completely differently. So if he had a rifle in that spot that he was in just then, he probably would be taking a lot more fights. But instead, he was trying to play that late round, or the late into the round when they were trying to get the plant to stop the bomber. But as you mentioned, AGO, take the first buy. Thanks to PHR, really, you know, 3 kills.
He was very impactful.
Yeah, I did see a clip from the actual game against Heroic. He got a nice little ace. Yeah, so potentially carrying on some form from that game into this one.
He is a player that impressed us yesterday as well. He had a couple of 4 moments. Whew.
Whew. Yeah. It's the 4 factor.
Yeah.
So the nade's down banana. No pressure from AGO towards it though. Not a single burst, not even the usual, you know, you normally have a player throw a Molotov towards the top. Just something to fake that, but Guardian, he peeks into apartments and gets his head ripped off.
They do start to make them move back over towards the B site. The nade rolls in. Karrigan getting attacked by it. Molotov dropped on him, so it forces him to fight or flight, and he does push in, but he's caught. The timing's awkward for him. Fires above Furlan and goes down because of it.
Yeah, very awkward situation. He kind of forced Olaf into getting the flash ready for him when it probably wasn't needed. You know, the Molotov in the corner did force him out of position. So he got the kill towards Guardian in Naps, and he's actually carried that AWP all the way to second mid with his AK. And you can see Nico, he was looking for the AWP, he couldn't find it. But because of the info that Nico has, they know it's going to be a place towards this B site. And the question is, how quick are they going to get this boost up in CT? The smoke's coming in, they're already entering. It's going to be very rough.
Well, they push through, PHR with 1, but Rain responds and Tawul and gets the headshot back. Has that M4 in his hands. Nico as well going to assist him as he takes down PHR. It's a 2-on-3 retake as they slide out, and they're finding all of these kills. It's only Furlan that remains in a 1 versus 2.
There's 2 smokes available as well, though. They smoked the other entrance as well. Furlan, he just committed to the spam there. Tap comes through, he has to commit to the spam, and the traces just come straight through that smoke. That was a 5v2, technically.
Yeah.
And you can see they're trying to waste as much time as they can. They're trying to see if Nico can find that AWP. And it was at the bottom of second mid. I don't think he's going to find it. Unfortunate for him there. Looking on Guardian's body, does not find it. Ends up keeping his AK. So, Tau, you know, made a big play, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. Getting rid of that AWP, it means that if they want one, they have to buy in. But ultimately, you gotta say that the round win would have been better.
Yeah. You feel like they should have won that round as well. It's crazy FaZe actually brought that back, but that is that FaZe factor. And especially in Inferno, they looked really, really good when we saw them earlier on in the day, and they're keeping that composure going into this game already.
Carrigan just committing to that. That's wild. And there's another one. Olaf. They both take 70 damage to 80 damage each. That's bizarre. They're going to have to fall back. The issue is, AGO will not know that the Molotovs have done that much damage. They will just assume if there was a player there, they'd probably pushed them off. Little do they know, there's 80 damage to one of the players and 72 to the other. And you can see the difference in moves there. So Olaf, he calls to Guardian. Give me the AWP, you go play towards B, you have a smoke as well. I've boosted Carrigan CT. So now Olaf, because he's low, he has picked up this AWP. And so he's already close to Arch as well. So the sound cue's there. Guardian uses the flash to try and get further up. And that he does. Carrigan uses his smoke as well. It guarantees that at least until about 15 seconds of the clock, there will be a smoke shrouding that B site. But it looks like A is the target.
Ooh, Nico with a headshot on Towel. Takes him down. PHR responds. Back onto Nico though. They are starting to pop off into this one. Wolfmeister connects the shot over on Grubby. Rain as well comes through. They are taking down their opponents here, and it's a pretty clean round for them. They only lost one man. All things considered, I mean, it didn't look like a great start for Carrigan and Nico towards B. They lost so much health, but they kept it together, and it's worked out quite nicely.
Yeah, and Rain, he's just building off that pistol round. You get 4 kills in the pistol in the fashion that he did, and your confidence is going to be at an all-time high for this game. 10 kills already, Nico on 7. And Nico, he didn't really play that well on the Inferno game earlier.
No.
He didn't need to. He didn't really need to have much of a big factor or impactful game, I suppose. Because his teammates were shining around him. So this round basically a throwaway for AGO. There's no pistol investment, just the Glocks. And Gardner's already opened up the round as well with an AWP kill. He'll gladly take these fights as well. It's at such a range. Unfortunately, he loses that fight. They're going to try and loot his body. I don't think it's going to be possible. Carrigan's already here. He doesn't know that Sparrow's through. Takes the fight. He's going to die as well by looks things. So consider that AGO did not invest a single dollar into this round. They somehow managed to get 2 kills out of it. It's quite surprising.
Wow. Interesting stuff, Ben. As FaZe Clan have kicked it off pretty dominantly so far into this matchup. A go. They're going to need a second win to start hitting them soon. They do have the rifles to play with, though, as we get into round number 8. They go for the aggressive play towards Top Banana. Straight through the Molotov. Carrigan instantly stubs them out, and they get a free AK thrown up to him as well.
Quite a bizarre move. I mean, there was no backing there either. PHR, he was up to the top, no teammate behind him, nobody to trade it. He fought through the fire and flames, and unfortunately it didn't work out for him. It's already a 3v5 as well. Guarding got a kill towards T-stairs. And AGO, they're having to commit to one of the sites just to try and see if they have any advantage. The issue is they're going to be going in towards Olaf and Carrigan. Smokes come in. Nade destroyed Furlan there. But Olaf, he's already on the second oranges, and Carrigan started off well.
It's just easy picks for them. Olofmeister from the elevated angle kills Tower. Oh, Grubby with a flick. Excellently done. He is now left on a 1-on-4. As he'll try and clutch this one out, but he can't muster up. Carrigan takes him down, and that is going to be the 7th round now achieved for FaZe Clan, as they are sailing through quite nicely. A go. At what point are they actually going to try and take a time out here and talk about this?
Yeah, it does make you wonder. I mean, if you think about some of the one-sided games we've seen this week, when it's been one-sided, the only way the team has won rounds on the defeat side was when a player gets 2+ kills in a very impactful way. PHR has already got 3 kills on the round they won. It looks like this game is going that way. where it'll only shine through players getting a lot of impact. Because that grenade, I thought that would do a lot more as well. Guardian's grenades are being quite unfortunate here. In terms of placement, they look correct, but the actual landing not working for him.
Yeah, the luck of the draw not really giving him the extra edge that he would desire. But Rain, however, will get a kill from the HE. Blows Tower Wolf to bits and responds by smoking into the Molotov as well, so at least delays the push if they try and work their way through balcony. They are close by, but they're going for the quad push. All of them grouped up together. They go straight through, and Rain not able to actually get the entry. It's up to his teammates now to assist him, but Rain does take the firefights. He's just popping up, trying to go for the headshot frags, and Nico can assist him as well. Grubby just a matter of time until he falls, surely, as this should be another round for FaZe Clan, which it will. Carrigan brought down to 10 HP, but he survives.
Again, Grubby, the same player that was actually in the quad smoke, if you remember, when he was stuck on that same area, seems to like hiding in that smoke. Especially when he's in a situation he probably can't win. 8-1 already. The AWP comes up from Sparrow. They need him to be impactful across the map, because Guardian's already been opening up, this map already with entry kills. So ideally, he can get involved as soon as possible. And there we go. Instant entry into Guardian at Banana. He's run straight through that molly entirely. Furlan, I mean, he ran through all of it, and he's already in CT spawn. This is a huge power play from him right there.
Nico
doesn't have a clue.
No idea. Furlan gets the backstab on him. Carrigan is there and actually does get the adjustment, Ben. Finds the headshot. Knows there's a player that has been able to slip through as well. And, a bit awkward, but does find the kill. And everyone's falling to pieces. That should have been another round for a go, but it's going in favour of FaZe at this point. The scanned angle in play there from Rain, and that is a 9-1 scoreline.
Yeah, everything is going wrong for them by looks of things. Every round they have an advantage. They can't make it work. It was a 5v2 on that B site before. That was a 3v5 with positions where they're on the map to actually get the kills for ease. Yet Carrigan gets those two there. Olaf pushes down Banana, gets two of them in the backup mid. And Rain completes the end right there from that Gand angle you spoke about. 9-1 already. It's running away from them. We're still not seeing that pause.
Oh,
that's a lovely nade.
That's a big nade. Sparrow very low off the back of it. Rain gets the first headshot as well, as Grubby's just dealt with in seconds. Guardian holding the angle here. If they do push by, it'll be an easy first frag for him. The timing could be bad. No, it doesn't matter. It's Guardian.
Very fortunate there that Guardian does have the flick of the wrist. Deals with that player very easily. 3v5 now. Should be making it 10-1 unless something goes tragically wrong on this B site. And Furlan, that's a big kill there, and Rain doesn't care.
He's so crisp.
Phenomenal. 15-1 he is right now. Carrigan tempting fate behind the smoke. It's only CZs though. If they run through, Olaf will get the first bit of info. Carrigan will do that pop flush, and then they'll both wide fish and just take the fight. That's probably going to go very well for them.
Olaf points with the first, Carrigan with a follow-up, brought down 70 HP, but that doesn't matter as he still got the kill, and FaZe Clan pick up 10 rounds now, Ben. A go. The Polish boys, they need to wake up, they need some momentum in their favour. This T-side's not looking great for them. Sparrow has got the AWP, however, and this is definitely something that he can use to try and get a little bit more momentum. He can be a very effective AWPer, but going up against Guardian, never a fight you want to take.
Well, I mean, in this series already, he's technically winning the fight. However, the only kill he's got on the server is actually during that time he had an AWP. Otherwise, he's not been able to do anything. So hopefully, he can make that AWP work. However, Guardian not even going for an aggressive peek this time, playing a bit more defensive towards that short side. You can see that banana aggression there, Olaf and Carrigan. Cleaning it out fully. Oh, they have used pretty much every grenade they have. Olaf still has a smoke, which he'll have to use very soon at the bottom. But it's just a matter of time. It depends on what AGO are planning on doing here. So they Molotov on the top, and Olaf does get taken down. Carrigan, he's looking for that quick trade. So aggressive. It's a big trade to get. Especially as AGO, there was nobody there to trade him whatsoever. So Sparrow, he's had this AWP for quite a while this round. I don't think he's even shot a shot yet.
Nico getting up close and personal.
So aggressive.
Flashbang through. Oh, Nico with a timing bet. He could slaughter all of them, but Grubby held the angle, got the response back on Nico, and it does fall into a 2 versus 4 now. They're outnumbered 2-1. Guardian still trying to make a play. Realizes someone has slid into pit.
But they've gone to the other side. Normally, Rain is the player that actually sits towards pit, which is probably why they've made this B rotation. Guardian misses the shot as well. It'll be too late by the time Rain figures out that this is the wrong bomb site. If he's able to do any economical damage to the AGO guys, that works just as well as winning the round right here.
If you can deny the AWP save, potentially, it could be huge, but Sparrow, whereabouts is he right now? Still over towards Ruins, just sitting there. So he's going to be fine. Rain does go down. Taul finds the frag. And that will be a go of finally picking up a second round. But FaZe, they have so much money. They can happily reinvest.
Yeah, they're in a more than capable position right now, economically. 10-2 the scoreline sits. And AGO, they need to build off this round win that they just had. Because otherwise, it's going to get away from them. And right now, it's not even the side that you should be worried about when facing FaZe. Because they just had a 15-0 T-half just today. So if you consider that into mind, like, you know, it's not a good situation to be in whatsoever. So again, they've gone to that same sort of default again on the AGO side. Played rather slow, taking the AWP through apps, funnily enough. And Olaf has picked up an AWP on the CT side as well. Takes some damage through the smoke. But boosted up there by Carrigan. So it does mean that if any players were to peek towards the bottom of Banana, they'd probably be caught out. Just because it's such a random angle, you wouldn't normally pre-aim there, you'd be aiming at that top bit where the old car used to be. Guardian, he gets the tag! Tries to only done 40 damage.
Yeah, that's a big tag though. To try and help them out. The more damage they do, the better they're going to be into this round. As a go, they're already losing health, and they've only had a couple of bits of early contact. Still 40 seconds left on the clock, so this one isn't over just yet.
The target, though, is that B site, and there are 0 grenades left there. The rotate looks like it's coming through from Guardian. There's 25 seconds left. They clearly think there's something's up. And he's got a flashbang to actually help. If this, you know, the execute comes in, he can throw that one flash in towards that pool area, and Carrigan should have a field day with it.
Comes the push through, the Molotovs are down. Carrigan misses the initial headshot though as PHR will take him down, and they've slipped out onto the site then. It's a good spot to be in for a go, but they've got to keep this up, and Nico, damn effective with that M4. Olaf Meister hits a wall bang, and everything's fallen to pieces. PHR is the only one just sitting holding for the meantime. It is a 2-on-2 retake now. Guardian and Rain, but the backstab from PHR. It's pretty good. They jump on the bomb. He's going to tap it, try and force the face. Rain knows they're pushing towards him. Flashbang over, but he gets the initial kill. Sparrow charges in. He has the AWP. Goes for the contact peek. Rain gets the tag off, but couldn't convert it. Sparrow wins the round, but barely. And a go get themselves to a third round on the board, but FaZe still have money.
That's such a big round to win, and Sparrow, he even didn't even get the first shot off there. Rain headshots him, but unfortunately it's an M4. It's not the kill in below. 10-3, and AGO are just thinking, when does the money actually break? Because they'll probably end up playing this round the same way they just did. And right now that is working for them. But it feels like FaZe, they might just start holding on to those grenades a bit longer. Because right now they're losing rounds when they use the grenades early. So you can see grenades not being used as much. So last round, consider that FaZe, they took all of Banana. They had all of AWPing at the top. They used all the grenades to get that control. This time, not even doing that. And it looks like this... Is it a technical pause?
Seems like it is going to be a pause in this round, yeah.
Yeah, I did think so. When Carrigan ran back to spawn, it looked like that might be the case. He's only got a CZ. Are they going to be trying to call a technical pause because they didn't get the buy correct? Because if that's the case, I'm not a fan of it.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
I don't think you're meant to.
No.
But there's technically been 1 point of damage on Taul. That changes the way that technical pauses actually work.
It's why if it's after first contact, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although if you, oh,
Well,
that's not going to help things. If you consider there was that round at Katowice, wasn't there, where there was a technical pause on the FaZe C9 game on Inferno, and there'd already been damage, and the rulebooks did say that, but the teams were allowed to overrule. Like the admin just said to the teams,
agree.
the admin just said to the teams, "Oh, you can agree with what you want," which was a bit of a questionable
Bit of a
decision.
weird one,
Yeah. Because technically, by the book, it's meant to be based on either how much time in the round or damage, typically.
Yeah, because it's normally like if it's after first contact or like if someone's died and you don't. Because if no one's seen each other or nothing's really happened, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can relive it. Yeah, that's weird one. I don't know what would have gone wrong there.
Yeah, I imagine it's something to do with the Carrigan. He was that first player I saw on radar full all the way back to CT spawn, and he only had a CZ as I mentioned, and I think he started $1,500 as well.
Yeah, he did.
Which means he might not have bought a UMP, for example, I guess. That's what I imagine, at least, on first thought, because that's the only thing I can think of based on the way the players
looks like
move.
we're reliving.
So fully match medics back in. That was one of the coaches for AGO, I imagine.
They do have two coaches as well.
You mentioned that was quite an interesting one. Well, I suppose if you have two different style of coaches, right? If you had like a tactical coach and then an actual in-game kind of coach, right? So it's more of a coach and analyst though if you do that system.
Yeah. Wait.
So Carrigan's now at M4. This isn't the correct round, is it?
No.
Because it was 10-3, wasn't it? So they need to match medic, in fact.
Yeah. And he's also got the spawn where you're closer to B there as well. The little weird spawn, slightly off to the side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is normally an indication of a full round reset, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like on the old Cobble, you used to get that upper plat spawn, didn't you? You only get it when they restart the round, so like pistol round is the only round you get it.
Yeah.
I remember getting that spawn very often, and I remember some pistols we had, I would face towards alley, and because of that spawn though, I wouldn't do it because it was just like, there's no point in me actually using this technically because we wouldn't get that in a normal game.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
In most situations, we would not get it.
Yeah, that's very true. Apparently the issues are almost fixed now. We're just currently resolving an issue with Nico, and then we'll be underway with the game. But it is a different buy to what we saw come out. So I don't know if that was Carrigan.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, because, you know, he did have a CZ.
He had CZ full nades.
Yeah, so instead of going for the CZ, he just bought an M4 and some nades.
Let's see, yeah, he had 1,500. So CZ, 500. So that person's 2K. He had a Molotov that time, 600, so 26. He may have had a kit, but he might have had Kevlar, which would give him enough to get an M4, but that wouldn't have left him on $0 though with that amount of money.
Intriguing.
Peculiar.
Who knows? Do you remember that time when what was it? It was one of the American teams, and the game restarted, and they had more money, and they all bought AKs after they restarted the round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah.
That was a meme.
It's an interesting one, wasn't it?
Well, it seems like we are ready to carry on now. The
scoreline's technically 10-3, I believe. Isn't
yeah, I think so. I was about to say. So let's see how this one is going to go. 3 rounds on the board.
It's the Fanatic default up mid. Orpa and AK are side by side, walking up mid. They're going to go for that contact play. Guardian has an AWP though, and that nade is really good. So they must have recognised something different on the way up mid there, because FaZe fell it back instantly just as they got to the top. Must have been some kind of read. This is a very close execute that AGO are doing though. They're clearing out both sides of mid, making sure there's no player in garbage, no player under the quad. But FaZe, they're more than happy to do it. Just play it all the way back.
Slow and steady as they move up and get into position. Guardian going to be holding the angle with the AWP. Oh, Rain goes for the bold move and doesn't actually get it, but there is a trade. Guardian first of all got the initial pick, took down Grubby. And there's now a 4-on-4 building.
Yeah, it's a rough spot. Guardian, he already got that first kill towards Archside. But Furlan, I think they smoked right in front of where Guardian was. Furlan's going to get the backstab depending on this timing. Gonna be flashes through the chimney, and the takes coming in from all directions.
Oh, okay, Guardian with the adjustment there, but they are losing players very fast here. They're going in a great spot to pick up this round. Olofmeister has to rotate, but he's got a long road sprint ahead of him. It does seem like he is just going to go for the save on this one.
Yeah, he kind of needs to. The money on the FaZe side is not great. Like, finally the bank was broken. However, I believe it does mean that they'll get 2,400 for this round loss. So the buy, it'll be decent if you consider that it'll be pistols with some armor and grenades. Oh, showing us the nice scenic
little
bits
water
there,
features, though, yeah.
It's one of my favourite cinematics when observes you where like it's on the actual that
oh,
water
and
mill.
yeah, you follow
and it's
over
fully
it.
going across it.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I do miss the bells though.
Yeah, yeah. But then again, I don't.
Yeah.
They were a bit annoying at times.
Well, it now does go 10-4 as a go. We're able to pick up that round.
Consider FaZe looking in such a good spot this game. I believe it was 10-1. And Adrio getting themselves back into it. No AWP on the side of FaZe though. And Nico, early death, he peeked the balcony. He didn't get a single damage point off.
Head toward mid from Guardian, but he isn't going to find anything from it. And it's a slow round from a go. They're not going to get overly aggressive and charge into the unknown head-on. Sparrow does take a small amount of damage there, though. Brought down to 75 HP. The next nade does even more damage, as they are very low at this point. Carrigan, the Molotov could be excellent. Not only will it tag them up, but it will waste so much time, and Furlan almost goes down to the double entry. That's the round over.
Last player alive, Carrigan, wildly spraying. Doesn't really have a clue where Furlan is. Furlan's chasing him. Little does he know, he's right behind him. Gets the kill. But this is such a big ask, so 1v4. Technically it was 1v5. He's already damaged as well. He knew there was going to be a play close. Goes around, pre-fires it. But unfortunately to no avail. 10-5 half in favour of FaZe there.
Remember though, Ben, FaZe Clan, they had 15 rounds on the trot on their T half last time when they faced off against Wendigo, and if they can do that again, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah, thankfully though, it's not as much of an ask that they do not need 15 rounds. They only need the 6, which is a much smaller ask when you consider asking for someone to just, you know, get 15 rounds in a row on T side. It was a crazy enough feat on its own. 6 round is all that's needed. On the pistol, technically FaZe did win that first one. I think that's one of the rare times we've seen the CT side actually win the pistol as well today. Feels like most of the T side's been winning it. But for AGO though, they need that pistol really. Like, if they lose it, I can see it very, very quickly swinging in FaZe's favour. Smoke and double flash from Nika. This might be the same pistol we saw earlier. Question is, are AJ going to get a kit? There it is. Kit and 2 flashes. So here it comes. So Nico, the only player towards T-stairs, the rest in the second minute. This is so aggressive. AJ are taking every fight they can find.
Yeah, bursting up second mid. Olofmeister will get the initial kills, takes down Grubby. The trade comes back through from Sparrow. Next, the headshot onto Rain. Oh, PHR with the timing, just trigger discipline. Doesn't want to fire before he has to. Waits for the push to come around, then gets a clear shot on Nico. Does eliminate him.
Sparrow, somehow he gets away. He gets a single kill as well. Falling into pit, he's got 2 players chasing him. Can't do anything. This should be the plant for FaZe, at the very least. So Guardian and Carrigan. 2v3 now. There is a kit in play. And that's a good start.
Oh, they get contact as well. They know where the last 2 CTs are now coming from as they get a good read off. Carrigan unfortunately runs out of ammunition there, but Guardian
him at the back.
Damaging everyone close by the box. They're both forced to reload as they're just playing Ring Around the Roses, but Guardian will kill him and FaZe Clan get that round, and that's so important.
And you can see every FaZe Clan player is on double digits as well. So a nice, well-balanced, you know, bit of performance from them. Because if you consider at the start, we felt like Rain was, you know, making a big separation, wasn't he? He was on like 15 kills to 1.
Yeah.
Only in the 17 right now, and AJ not fully committing to this buy. So it's quite rare that you see the AWPer go for the scout buy, but the rest of them do not commit to the force. No, it's the complete opposite. So that's quite unorthodox, I suppose. Wouldn't advise it by any means.
As it doesn't appear to have given them that much of an edge. And the push comes through from FaZe, setting themselves up, looking like they do want to go for an attack on the B site, but they slow it down for the meantime. They have a ton of utility to work with, though.
There's a gap on that smoke, and they're all off. Takes a lot of damage through that smoke. And look at the rotate, you can see it right there through the X-ray. 3 players from the AGO side swarming over to the B site. The question is, are FaZe going to use the SMGs that they do have to actually scout around into this site? Or will it be a full-blown execute? It looks like it might be an execute. This is going to be a 5v5 battle onto this site. Imagine if AGO had invested into this round. It'd be even better in terms of chances of winning. The Molotovs come in, the smokes come in. There's only going to be one flash available with Rain. Here they come.
Comes the push as they try an entry in towards the site, and it's flawless. Every kill going their way. It's only PHR that remains in a 1-on-4. And it's just a matter of time until he gets found ready. He's going to try and make a play from Garden. They just spam through. They know he could be around here as they begin to push out and look for him.
He's the player that got the kill, and he gets the second one. I was going to say, if any of the players would have remembered who got the kill, they'd realise he probably was on that site. But consider that that was a full 5-man stack from AGO. It could have gone so much better. Like there's, I wonder how many timelines there are, like out of 100, where that does go bitterly full FaZe.
Yeah.
Like the first kill goes wrong, that changes everything. 12-5 there, and AGO probably think that this site, or this round rather, is basically gone. Considering no investment pistol-wise, just the default ones around and across the board. So Carrigan did that early arch smoke, and he will be molotoving the porch side, shoving off any player who was playing near that pillar. So there we go, bracket control achieved. FaZe more than happy to have that. Olaf slowly looking towards that banana side as well. The issue is for FaZe, they've only got the one SMG in play. So they can't, you know, last round they had Olaf with his Mach 10. He was being a lot more aggressive. He was able to do a lot more things, whereas they've got the 4 AKs. They don't have as many players willing to take the risk, right? They have all got quite a lot of equipment. And that's a really good start for AGO in terms of damage. However, damage is not how you win games. You need kills.
Ooh. The spam comes through. Luckily enough, Nico is able to get the adjustment and take down Grotty. Nico with a further frag as they're just cleaning up. PHR makes their lives a little bit more awkward. They are low, but it's a 2-on-2. And the Pistols have really had a bit of an uprising into this one. FaZe Clan, they should secure a 13th round if they can eliminate Sparrow, but he's trying to go for a bit of a bold play. Pushes up from behind. They're very low. He has an AK. If he gets the drop on them and create 1v1s,
he saw
Olaf saw him.
The reload comes through and Olaf gets the kill. So because of the 2 early dinks that the player on Arch got towards mid, it made that round so much more difficult for FaZe to play. Like, Nico opened up the site with those 2 kills. But because of how low all of them were, PHR got doubled up on that. And that is 13-5 to FaZe, and AGO, they need to get going. Sparrow picks up the AWP. So 3 players towards banana from AGO. Smoke goes in towards the bottom. Molotovs come through. Olaf instantly puts it out. Really good nades into Olaf. They know there's probably a player close, but they don't even want to fully commit to it. Quite bizarre.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to think about. And this does make it a 13-5, and It can only get more outrageous from this point if it carries on. FaZe Clan going to be looking to close down the game here, and go. This is the last real buys they'll have if they keep losing these rounds.
So the bracket control once again taken by FaZe. However, AGO, they might tempt the boost of the arch side here. Although I don't think there's any angle on that smoke. And unfortunately, Furlan, he starts shooting a single bullet. Rain knows he's right behind it. Headshots him straight through. Didn't even shoot many bullets. The question is, will they be able to apply the pressure correctly to a spare at Banana? Because he still has a smoke, which he has now used as well. So he's used it right at the bottom. If anything, that's probably better for Sparrow. He gets both kills. This might be round over. They're wrapping through CT. At least that is the intention. Smoke goes green. They fully blind him. They know he's there as well. Unless he kills both of them on the corner, this is probably round over. The bomb's been dropped! On Banana, Grubby got to the kill. They need to rush back and get it. Otherwise, I don't think there's enough time.
They've got 9 seconds. They need to get it instantly to the site and plant it. 4. They don't win. It's over. The round's over. He planted too late.
Oh, that's so close! PHR last alive now. Gets the first one. He does have a kit. It's a 1v2 and Nico is quite low as well. It's definitely possible.
1 versus 2. PHR, does he know where they are though? That's going to be the big question. Nico, you can see him trembling with the AWP, ready to try and go for the extension around. He's on the tight angle, gets the vision, but it misses the flick. Panics now, as he has to just hold. Time's ticking away. The longer they can delay this, the more of a chance they have. And PHR does call it quits, realizes he isn't going to pick this one up and has to get out of there. Plays for the exit frags.
Kill Pete just as Nico tries to get out. But unfortunately, Nico lands that shot. And he does not live. The AWP is on the floor and Carrigan does not recover it. So that is the AWP gone. Unless Guardian gets a drop from someone else, there will not be an AWP in this round. And there we go. Carrigan does drop it over. 14-5 now. AGO ever so close to winning the round, just through time. Unfortunately, not able to make it work.
It's crazy. It didn't seem like they were actually going to get that plant down there. Literally like just after 4 seconds are gone.
Yeah. I feel like he's just sitting in the fire and flames. Takes a lot of damage. And misses the shot as well. In fact, he doesn't. I don't think he even gets the shot off.
Ooh, foul.
It's a good kill to find, but he's so low after getting it. And they are already a man down because of that pick on the other side of the map as well.
The rest of the T's come back over as they group up outside of this B site and look to try and make a play. Setting themselves up. Sparrow and Towel on the site. PHR still over at the A. Everyone is here on that T side though, and the nades are coming through. They've got 55 seconds on the clock as they slowly start to creep in. Flashbang gives them that element of surprise. They needed Rain with the first and Nico with the second, and that is the round. Closed already, really. PHR, he's left on a 1 versus 4. It's not going to work for him, and he will just save it. So this is match point now found for FaZe Clan. They need 1 round to close it, and that should be a 16-5 if it carries on the way it's going.
Yeah, PHR needs to keep that armor. He's got $1,750, so if they really want to, he could drop the AWP across the Sparrow, but he would limit his own grenade capability. And they are going to exit towards Banana here. He might actually end up trying to force it. Shows his face. Can't imagine he goes for anything else. He saw a lot of players there. Just going to stay alive. And that will be FaZe now reaching 15. 10 match points they have to play with.
Yeah, they are firmly looking as if they should be able to take this, as they're in just such a dominant position.
For sure, and the money is on their side. AGO, backs against the wall. He needs to come up big here, and Furlan picks up a second AWP. So that's when you truly know they are looking for alternative ways of trying to get into this game. Second AWP comes out. Sparrow, he's peeking straight down Ed. And he misses the shot as well. Furlan been boosting on the corner. I think he saw the head, but unfortunately doesn't quite see it apparently. Furlan with the entry into the round. It's a good start for them. But they've lost a few rounds in the past where they had the advantage, and that's not helping when they peek like that. Rain should be able to get both of them. And he follows up with a third.
Rain! The hat trick! That's mental, Ben. That was just absolutely wild. And that's got to be game. That should be a 16-5 victory for FaZe Clan.
Definitely should. They know where Furlan is. You can see them just closing in on the map. They haven't even planted the bomb yet. Nico, he's ready to just rush through this smoke. Sees him straight away. Sends him straight to the graveyard. 16-5 in favor of FaZe. Dominating.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty damn ridiculous to think they've been able to do so much damage already. And that adds on, Ben. They just keep going. They're now at 9 points achieved for the day. And if they win the next one, that is going to be 12, which would just be absolutely wild for FaZe. It'd be a very good day of games.
Yeah, it's another 16-5 win on Inferno. So this time though, starting on that CT side, not a 15-0 T side, but they did what was needed, right? They got 6-0. It's good enough, right?
Yeah, it's still pretty damn effective, and they look strong. They were just able to overcome pretty much everything that came in front of them. 4 ago though, a couple of rounds of good individual moments. They were popping off at times, but it just wasn't enough.
They lost 2 rounds that I remember on that B site when they went in. Nico coming in behind them and just taking one of the players out and then following up with even more. It was the 2v5 we saw, Nico and Rain, essentially just clearing up the round and basically making it so AJ didn't have a chance. And imagine if some of those rounds went differently, we wouldn't have seen that 10-1 scoreline to start off with, right? And if they potentially got 8-7 rounds on that T side, we'd be looking at a much closer game, really.
Much closer game. Potentially that's what could come in our second map of the series, as there is still more to come. One final map of the night here to round out the week, as we are in day 4 of Pro League Season 8. We'll leave it with the replays, and we will see you after the break.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel.